Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Boss Ass Goddess. I am your host, Goddess Carmine, the one and only. So, this video is going to be a little different due to the circumstances of what's going on in the world. So there will not be a turn-up session today. What I would like to do is just have a moment of peace. A moment of peace in your heart, in our hearts, in our minds, and in our souls. Let's just take a moment to bring peace into our lives and peace into our energy. So just take a breath and release as much as negative energy as you possibly can. This is a really extremely difficult video to do because not everything is about peace and light, and there's a time for peace and light and there's a time for war. You know, gods and goddesses and queens and kings always go to war for what they believe in and stand up for what's right. So this is one of those videos of me standing up for what's right, but also bringing peace into my space, because if we don't have peace in our hearts, then we won't have peace in the world. Bring justice into our lives. We need to bring peace into our hearts. So just take a moment to center yourself and bring yourself into some peace and acknowledge the peace that lies within you. Okay? As I stated, this video is very difficult for me to do because I'm not about, war and things like that, but it's a time and place for everything. So those of you watching, I do want to say, keep fighting the good fight. Keep acknowledging our struggles. Keep going. Our voices will be heard. Change is upon us. Change is happening every single day. I also want to say, we do need to be the change in ourselves. We do need to elevate ourselves spiritually so that we can fight this battle that is among us. We do need to uplift ourselves and to be able to bring more strength energetically into us, not physically, but energetically fight this fight. Because it's more than just the physical fight that's around us. It's a metaphysical fight as well. It's about spiritual warfare in a sense. We're at a spiritual warfare. We are not trying to have our souls condemned. So we need to uplift ourselves at home, by ourselves. Uplift yourself. Be connected with the warrior gods and goddesses that are here. Fight the fight. And continue on. As I've spoken before, we are gods and goddesses, kings and queens, so we need to start acting as such. Embodying strength, embodying courage, embodying warriors. I was watching a lot of videos about, the riots and the looting and all that crazy stuff. Yeah, it's okay, riot, get your point across, but don't do it in your own communities, family. We have to do it in the communities where it matters, where our voices are going to be heard. We can't go and mess up our communities that we built. We can't do that. In order to fight the good fight, we have to go to where our opponents are. We have to step into a community and disturb their peace, because our peace has been constantly disturbed for hundreds of years. So yes, I am saying, if we're going to march and protest and riot, do it where it matters. Yes, in the heart of the city, but also where these residents, these people reside, because that's where our voices will be heard. That's where we get to say, it's in their face now. It's like literally in their face, in their homes, in their communities. Bring that attention to their community, because all the attention is on our community, and we can't mess up our community that we've been building and still building. So many Black businesses was damaged during those riots. Yes, we're fighting a good fight, but we have to be aware. We have to be knowledgeable about the things that we're doing. Yes, we're upset. Yes, we're angry, but we cannot let our anger and frustration out on our own community. That's not the good fight. That's doing more damage than good. So if you want to do some damage, we gotta shift it. We gotta shift our focus. We gotta shift everything so we can be heard. Go into these communities where our dollars matter. Go into these communities where we spend most of our Black dollars. Wherever our Black dollars going into other communities, helping them bring peace and restoration into their communities, not into ours. So I just say, this is tough for me because I'm not this type of person, but it's a time and place for everything. But we really need to unify together as a whole, as a race, as far as Black people, unifying together, figuring out our own problems within our own community and helping, putting aside our differences as Black people, coming together and building more, pooling our resources to be able to help that brother, help that sister, encourage one another, bring love and peace into each other, amongst each other. It starts with us, and you may feel like, oh, blah blah blah, F that, whatever, however you feel, but we as a Black community needs to be strong, just like the other communities that are strong. What do they have? They have neighborhood watches and community fairs and all this stuff. We need to band together. Solidarity. We need solidarity amongst the Black community. So take this as a lesson as far as coming together, having our communities come together, meeting, trying to use our brains and our own resources to come together to build a better community for us, by us. It starts there. It starts with our homes and how we feel. It starts with our mind and our peace in our body. It starts with us. Reach one, teach one. We have to teach peace amongst Black communities. We have to teach that first. Yes, we can continue to fight the fight, but we gotta stop fighting ourselves. We have to love each other and uplift each other so that way our communities are stronger, making more resources for us to last for generations. Because right now, what do we have? Sad to say, we barely have anything, but we're trying. We are trying, and we are moving in a direction of upliftment. So we need to uplift each other. We need to uplift each other, you guys. So please, take this as a lesson to come together in our hearts and our minds. Start meeting with your neighbors, your Black neighbors, your community. Start meetings, like community meetings. We need to come together and think of ways that we can really put an end to this. Vote for your congressmen, vote for your district attorneys, vote for the mayors. We have to vote, and we have to get more Black people in office. We need to be more understanding of politics and government. We need to be aware of what's really going on, okay? So let's not just come together on account of death. Let's just come together on account of peace and moving forward. I do like the fact that we can come together But the circumstances really bother me, that we can only come together when death is involved. Let's come together every single day so we can uplift each other, so we can evolve as spirits, as beings. We need some type of evolvement, because we've done this marching, we've done this writing, we've done this numerous and hundreds of years, and where has that gone? Where has that gotten us? Where are we now? We are still doing the same thing, so we need to undo the cycle, break the chains, and break them for good. So we need to rethink, recalibrate, and really focus on how we can break this cycle. Okay, you guys, this is a tough video, but I have so much faith and trust in us that we can do better, that we can pull together and make something out of the Black community. Evolution for the revolution, okay? We need to evolve in order to have a revolution, okay? A solution. This is the things that we need. Come together mentally. Do the work. Because if we're not doing the work, we're going to stay in this cycle of chaos. Chaos. There will be no peace. There will only be chaos if we do not come together and evolve spiritually. Okay? I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there. Please come together. Let's bring peace back into our lives, peace into the Black community. Let's bring peace back into our hearts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, subscribe. Peace out, y'all.